Here's the truth about small town businesses that never fail. They're not sexy, guys. They're not trendy, but they're making more millionaires than anything you see out there on social media right now. Everyone's out here chasing trends, right? They're trying to build the next viral app or jumping on some shiny object they just saw on TikTok yesterday. Meanwhile, there are businesses in small towns all across America that have been printing money for decades now. Before I dive in, though, here's something you need to know. The most valuable skill you can develop isn't learning how to do the service. No, it's learning how to generate customers for businesses. That's the digital leasing model I teach in the free training below. I'm making over $41,000 a month with this, and thousands of my students, guys, are using the same exact system to change their lives and create financial freedom for themselves. The training is completely free for you guys, and the link is down in the description. Now, let me show you the 5 businesses starting at number 5. Business number 5, lawn care and landscaping. Grass doesn't stop growing, does it? And rain or shine or summer or fall, people need their lawns maintained, right? In small towns, there are retirees, there's busy families, and people who just don't want to deal with yard work anymore. And here's the beauty of this business. You're getting paid over and over and over again from the same exact customer. You're not selling one-time services to these people. No, you're locking in weekly or bi-weekly clients. And once you've got 20 or 30 regular customers, you've got consistent income rolling in every single month for yourself. Let me tell you how simple this is to start as well. You can start with just a truck and a lawnmower, a trimmer, and some basic tools. You don't need some huge investment or employees right away. You can do the work. You can literally start solo and scale as you grow. And if you want to expand, you can add landscaping, you can add mulching, you can add tree service, seasonal cleanups. There's always more work to do, and people will pay you for it. The margins are solid as well. The demand, guys, never stops, and you're building something that lasts. Business number 4, towing and roadside assistance. This one's interesting because most people never think about it until they absolutely need it. Small towns have these long stretches of rural roads, right? Where cars just break down or accidents happen and people lock their keys in their cars at the grocery store, right? And when you're stranded 20 miles outside of town on some county line road at 10 p.m., you're not price shopping for the cheapest tow truck. No, you're calling whoever will come out and get you, right? Here's why towing works so well in small towns. You've got AAA contracts that pay you for every call. You have cash customers who need emergency help right now. And you can lock in impound contracts with the county and local police stations, right? Plus, you can expand into light mechanical work like jump starts or tire changes, or a lot of people run out of gas, right? So fuel delivery. Getting started, guys, requires real investment though, because you need a tow truck. You need insurance. You need proper licensing. You're looking at $40,000 to $80,000 to get rolling. But once you're operational, you're the only game in town, or you're competing with just one other company. And here's what makes this business so profitable. Emergency calls lead to premium pricing, right? A tow from out in BFE, guys, bumfucked Egypt, right, back to town can run $150 to $300 depending on the distance. You can also negotiate contracts with local dealerships, right? Repair shops, insurance companies are huge to be their preferred towing provider for them. The business also runs 24/7 if you want it to. And as long as people are driving cars, which I don't see that going anywhere, then the demand is constant. Business number 3, electrical services. Every single building in town needs electrical work at some point. And here's the thing that nobody even thinks about. Most electrical work legally requires a licensed electrician, okay? So you can't just do the shit yourself because insurance won't cover it, permits won't allow it, and code inspectors will shut your shit down. So when someone needs electrical work done, they have to hire a licensed pro, and that's you. Here's why this business is so stable. New construction and remodels need electricians, right? Old homes need panel upgrades and rewiring. Businesses need lighting, they need outlets, and they need code compliance work. And then you've got emergency calls. When a restaurant's electrical panel fails during dinner rush hour, they're paying premium rates to get the shit fixed immediately. You can start with a truck, right? Your tools and your license, okay? And you're going to bill people $75 to $150 per hour, depending on the job. And here's the best part. Once you build relationships with like builders, contractors, property managers, then you've got a steady pipeline of work coming in without you having to market yourself. So the demand never stops. And in small towns, there's usually only 1 or 2 electricians serving the entire area. So if you're reliable and you do clean work, guys, you'll have more business than you can handle. Business number 2, HVAC and repair installation, guys. This one's a money printer if you know what the fuck you're doing. Think about it for a second, though. When it's 95 degrees outside and someone's air conditioning dies, or let's say it's Colorado and it's 20 degrees and their furnace quits. Guys, they're not shopping around for 3 weeks comparing prices. No, they're calling whoever answers the phone first and paying whatever it costs to get it fixed right now. Here's why HVAC is one of the most profitable small town businesses that you can run. It's an absolute necessity, and climate control isn't negotiable. People will go into debt to fix their AC or heat because they literally can't live in their house without it. And here's what I love about this business. You've got multiple revenue streams working for you. You have emergency repair calls where you're charging $150 to $300 just to show up, right? You got planned installations where you're making $5,000 to $15,000 per system that you put in. And then you have maintenance contracts where customers pay you monthly or annually to service their units, right? But here's what you need to know about getting into this business. You'll need proper licensing, right? You're going to need EPA certification, specialized tools, and a reliable work truck, right? So plan on investing time on training and getting certified before you can legally work on people's systems. But once you're in, you're competing with maybe 1 or 2 other HVAC companies in the entire town. And half of the time, they're booked out for weeks. So if you answer your phone, you go and show up on time and you do quality work for the people in the community, then you're going to dominate. And this business works year round with AC, right, in the summer and then heat in the winter. There's no off season here. Business number 1, auto repair. Cars break down, guys, and that's not a maybe, right? No, that's a guarantee. Have y'all had a car that broke down? Yeah, me too. And in small towns, people don't have 10 shops to choose from like they do in the city. They've got 1, maybe 2 shops total. And if those shops suck, maybe they're too expensive or they take forever to get your car back to you, then people are desperate for an alternative. Here's why this business never fails. It's a need, not a want, right? Nobody wakes up and says, you know what? I really want to spend $800 fixing my transmission today. Hell no, they don't, right? But when their car won't start, they don't have a fucking choice. Now look, the barrier to entry is real. You need skill, right? You need tools, and you need a shop to work out of, right? But here's the thing. If you've got mechanical knowledge or you're willing to at least learn, then this is one of the most scalable businesses that you can possibly run. And once you build a reputation, then word spreads. It spreads super fast in these small towns, okay? So 1 good customer goes and tells 3 of his friends, 2 of his cousins, 7 of his grandparents. Fucking, it goes nuts, right? But 1 bad experience gets posted on Facebook and then the whole town knows about it by freaking lunchtime, okay? So your reputation is everything, but if you protect it, you're set. So why do these 5 businesses never fail? Because they solve real problems. They're not trendy, they're not sexy, but they're necessary. Lawn care, right? Towing, electrical, HVAC, auto repair. These are services people need, and they need them constantly. You're not chasing customers. The customers are already there. They're just waiting for somebody to show up and serve them well. And in a small town, once you build that reputation, you own the entire market. Word spreads fast. Good reviews travel, and bad reviews travel even faster. So if you show up, do good work, and treat people right, you'll win. You don't need to be the cheapest, you just need to be the best. And the best doesn't mean perfect here either. It means reliable, right? It means trustworthy. It means doing what you say you're going to do. That's how these small towns go, right? That's the bar though. And most people can't even clear that shit. So if you can, then you're golden. Now, let me be real with you. These businesses work, but they're not easy. You're trading your time for money. You're dealing with customers. You're managing logistics. You're managing inventory, employees, lots of overhead. And in a small town, you can't just disappear when things get tough because everybody knows who you are. Your reputation, like we said, is everything. So if you screw up, everybody hears about it, right? But on the flip side, if you do great work, everybody hears about that too. It's a double-edged sword, right? And here's the other thing. These businesses cap out. You can make a solid living, 6 figures, if you run it right. But you're not building a $10 million empire with one HVAC company in a town of 5,000 people. You can scale by opening more locations in other towns, but that requires capital, right? It requires systems and people. It's doable, but it's a grind, right? So here's what I realized years ago. The real power isn't in owning a service-based business. It's in owning the leads. If you can generate customers for these businesses, you control the income without all the overhead. You're not managing employees or dealing with inventory or fixing broken equipment or even handling customer complaints. No, you're just generating leads and the businesses will pay you for them. That's the digital leasing model. You build a lead generation website. You rank it on Google for high-intent keywords like emergency electrician near me or towing service near me in any city. Then you lease those leads to that local business, and they'll pay you $500 to $2,000 a month per site, and you're not capped by your location, right? You can build sites in 10 or 20 or 50 different towns, and you're not limited to one location trading your time for money. You're building digital assets that generate income around the clock. These 5 businesses work. Absolutely, they work. They're proven. They're profitable. They're never really going anywhere. So if you want to own a traditional service business and you're willing to put in the work, go for it. Go do it. But if you want to build something that scales without all the overhead, without all the employees, without the cap on your income, then you need to check out my digital leasing model. The free training breaks down the exact process I've used to build a 7-figure income. It's completely free, and the link is in the description below. Let's go build something that lasts.